Welcome to Lions. And that would be Winston Dobbins. Winston Dobbins, everywhere he went, had a Lions shirt on, and welcome to Lions. And it's because of Winston that we're probably all here today. So I'm going to give you a little brief history of everything, and to celebrate this great day. It all started back in about 1990. I think our mayor, Corinne Quasi, was our village clerk at the time. But Erie's Restoration in the village, we put a mural on the South Side Canal Park, which they had newly dedicated a year before, in 1989. And that mural's hung for 18 years. And we're in the process of repainting it now. Okay, then about 4 years ago, we looked at that building, and it was starting to get, paint was chipping, not on the mural, but on the side of the building. So we repainted it, all volunteers and Lions here. It made it stick out. And then we came up with the idea, well, why don't we paint some more historic murals? Well, it sat for a couple years, and finally about 2007 we started getting moving on this. But a little bit before that, I had borrowed Winston Dobbins' postcards, great collector of postcards. He had the best collection in Lions, and I was looking for him for some historic scenes. And while I was down there with Bet, you want to stand up? Where's Bet? There she is, back there. And we had a little coffee in the afternoon, and Winston came up to me and he said, "I've heard about this mural idea. Here's a little pamphlet from Athens, Canada. Can you make this happen in Lions?" I said, "I'll try." And so we started thinking it up. We can do this. And we had started on the mural, and Winston unfortunately passed away. Like I said, what a great person he was. And if you want to know anything about Lions, just go to the Geezer Network. You will find out anything about it. If you want to know how to get joined, we'll let you join. Sherry will help that out. And so it happened to be at Winston's funeral that I ran into Noel, and I hadn't seen Noel in like 18 years. And I said to Noel, I said, "Would you like to help me out with this idea I got called Mural Mania?" He said, "Sure." 2 weeks later, I get an email from Noel, and he says, "Can I bring my kids?" And I said, "Well, we're keeping moving along. Sure you can." And his kids, Cindy and Haley Dobbins, painted the farmer's market logo, which was incredible. And they became so interested in it. So that got Noel sparked his interest. And I can't say enough about Noel. He just was an inspiration to me and always will be. It was at a mural dedication in Weedsport in August 12th of 2007. Bob Oakes was down there dedicating it with us. Bob says, "Thanks a lot. You guys are doing a great job. I'm doing that up now." But it was at that time we sat around with Bob Oakes and said, "Maybe we can get 50 miles of murals. Bob, what do you think? And when we get those 50, you can retire." Well, we got those 50, and now it's up to 70 within 2 years. So that's pretty amazing. It was Noel's vision for those 70 miles, and it's happening. So it's just a great dream come true. And we had the dedication for the first mural, Winston's Dream. We didn't have a name for it, but we couldn't think of a better person to dedicate our first mural to than Winston. And it's his postcard that we use, and there's a plaque back there that has 15 miles on it, but it's got the original postcard. You can see what we painted that mural from. And at that dedication, we had, I think, 250 people. The school, the kids sang, Low Bridge, everybody down. It was just incredibly moving. And that day, Corky and Chip were there. And Sean Dobbins, they just happened to do, the magic started working. And they got together and they painted that incredible mural called Generations on the front of the pharmacy up there. And if you look in the pocket of Winston, he's got his Geezer glasses there, which is kind of a signal for Geezer Network. And then it was Randy Mitchell across the way. He was doing work on his building. He says, "Why not a mural?" So Randy paints a mural. And then Noel and I had this idea for Street of Dreams. And with Street of Dreams, we painted that one by artist James Zeger. And within 2 months, we had 3 murals going on. And it was this dedicated, we had a dedication in October of 2007 that we recognized these 3 murals. And it was cool because everybody came in a step back in time outfit. There were more people dressed in the 1890s, including the mayor, than people in contemporary clothing, which was so neat to see. And we had old cars lining the street. I'd love to do that again, Jerry. Can we do it? It doesn't have to be a mural, but let's just have a step back in time day. Okay. So, at that same time, Noel was in the hospital. But from his hospital bed, he said to me, he says, make sure you follow up with the golden paint. We got to make sure we get more paint. And that's the kind of dedication that Noel has. And he passed away a few weeks later. But every mural that we dedicate, I'm always going to remember Noel because he was a special person. And I'd like a moment of silence for Noel. Okay. Is this golden paint? Right here, I got a bottle of it. Just arrived in the mail yesterday. We didn't have to pay for that. They donated $2,000 worth of golden paint to paint this mural, this wonderful mural, Beauty, Wisdom, and Strength. I had never met Jody Odell, the person that donated this paint to me. I've never met Mark Golden, who started the paint company. Just sent him an email, and they're responding. This is the best paint in the world. It's almost all plastic. When people talk about, will it withstand time? Absolutely. If Corky had his little sample, I'd show you. You have your sample with you, Corky?
Yeah, right here in my backpack.
Okay, great. So, just arrived, and we're going to be using this paint to paint over Old Town, the mural that was in 1990. And we've had a lot of, one night we had 25 kids show up, of all ages. We even had a person with autism helping paint. It was just incredibly moving. And to move along, I just want to quickly acknowledge that I got this email about a week ago from, I get Google alerts, the Erie Canal, was Patrick McGreevy. He's probably about 50 or 60 now, and he would walk into the bank in Lockport, and he'd look up at this mural here, and he was just awestruck by it, and it just stuck in his mind. And it's because of this mural that he saw that he went on to write a book about the Erie Canal history that just was published. And I'm hoping that the same thing can happen, and I know it will, to our children that are walking the streets of Lyons and Clyde and North and everything else. This is a photo that was taken the day that we put the mural up. And I know those kids they were learning their history of the Erie Canal. The Erie Canal, the permanent building, and the trolley. A lot of people didn't know we had trolleys in Lyons. So we painted a mural. I got a trivia question. How many trolleys do we have in Lyons? In murals? Does anybody know the answer? 5. So everybody, and Sheldon King would love that, of course. Jimmy, I heard, did you ride that trolley? I understand. That's right, that's right. But that's a great memory, those memories. And with all that recognition, like I said, we've had 50 miles. We've got now downtown Syracuse is getting a mural. 3 stories high. It's probably as big as this building behind us, right, Corky? Or bigger, maybe. Look at this incredible thing. 1890 on the Erie Canal in Clinton Square. Downtown Syracuse, soon to be painted. Started already. The city of Rochester is going to be painting a series of murals history. Then Greece contacted me, so it's spreading. But you know where it began? Say it. Lyons! Yes. So, oh, I forgot. We got Bruce and Edie from Sodas Point. Right there. Yes, and the mural's coming to Sodas Point. We were on a nature walk together over Huckleberry Swamp, and they got in contacted me about having a mural of the War of 1812, which was actually 1813. They burnt Sodas Point down, the British did. So we're going to have this mural of Sodas Point being burned down. So you have to remember the good and bad about history. Even I got a call from Carmela Mantella, the director of Erie Canal Systems, a week ago, and she says, when are you coming to Albany to paint a mural? So we shall see. First we got to get a few done around here. So I'd like to acknowledge some of the, we got our guest speaker here. She's going to be on a little later, Ruth Rosenberg Knappenspec. And she has got this great book that she's going to be sharing with you on the Erie Canal from Peter Spear. And he has this whole book. I don't know if you looked at this when you were a kid, but it's great. And it's going to be hopefully in all the elementary schools really soon. And the cool thing is, Peter has said we can paint a mural from this book. So we don't know which scene and we don't know where, but that's